the asshole for laughing at my crying ex-husband and calling his suffering karma? My ex-husband divorced me 3 years ago. When we got married, we agreed that we weren't going to have kids. I never wanted them. He said he didn't really want them. So yeah, 4 years into our marriage, he changed his mind and he chose to divorce me because I wouldn't go back on our agreement to give him children. I'm not really a big believer in divorce. I was ready to be married for the rest of our lives. We had a good marriage, but I guess he didn't love me that much if he picked kids that didn't even exist over me. Right after our divorce, he almost instantly remarried. He got his new wife pregnant right away and they had 2 kids together. In the 3 years since then, I've finished my higher education and have accepted a high-paying job in healthcare. Life has actually been pretty good to me. And I've gotten to the point where I think I'm ready to start looking to settle down. Yesterday morning, my ex-husband showed up at my doorstep crying. I figured something pretty awful must have happened, so I let him in and got him a drink. He started going on and crying about how awful his life is. He apparently hates his 2 kids. One of them is disabled and maybe autistic, and he has no money due to the kid being so expensive. His wife yells at him all the time. She got fat after having kids and doesn't want to lose the weight. She never puts out. He can never go anywhere anymore. He said that he wants a divorce from this new wife and he regrets ever leaving me. He asked if I would take him back and said he learned his lesson. I couldn't help but laugh at him. It was so pitiful. His audacity also kind of astounded me. I told him that with 2 kids to support and his lack of loyalty, he is not a catch, and I definitely won't take him back, and maybe this was karma for divorcing me. He was pissed, called me an asshole, and said he thought I would be more supportive and would at least turn him down nicely. Am I the asshole?
Well, you were dumb for thinking that. Dumb.
So naive.
Oh, dumbass. Am I the asshole for potentially being the reason my father and his wife can't adopt or foster? So my father and his wife were unable to have children together. He has me, 16 male, from his marriage to my mom, which ended because he cheated on her with his now wife. The affair was found out when I was 7 and my mom left him straight after. I split time between both of them, unfortunately, which meant I was around my father and his wife a lot, and she tried to be my second mom to me, which I think was shitty after she knowingly slept with a married man, and she was dating his best friend at the time too. My mom died when I was 12. Then I had to live with my father and his wife and had no escape for them. They tried to make me forgive them / let go of what happened, and they did a bunch of therapy with me. But I always told him I would stop speaking to him as soon as I turned 18.
Damn.
They found out 3 years ago that they could not have kids together, and almost 2 years ago started the process to adopt a baby from foster care. During the process, I was interviewed. This was in February of this year. I was asked questions about my relationship with my parents, which I corrected and told them that she is not my parent, and he only was because of blood. Then they asked how I would feel about a sibling, and I told them I would have nothing to do with one and was planning to move and never speak to my father again once I turned 18. The social worker looked kind of alarmed by that. She asked me about my father's family, and I said they disowned him after he cheated, and so did all of his friends. Soon after the interviews were done, they were rejected and told that they could not provide a suitable environment for a child. My father's wife fell apart. I heard her say mom must have been cursing her from beyond the grave. She's really religious and does believe people can send good or bad luck from beyond the grave. She's still not over the news, and a few weeks ago my father was telling me I should take pity on her and at least be friendly to her. I asked why I would do that, and he said her dream of motherhood is over. I told him I don't care. He asked me if I had something to do with that. I shrugged. He then went off on me, saying it was cruel to punish them this long. He said they could have provided a child with so much love, and it was wrong to say things that got in the way of that. She sobbed for a week when he told her. Am I the asshole?
No, I don't think he didn't do it intentionally, honestly. I think he was just straight up telling the truth.
Am I the asshole for embarrassing my stepmom at dinner after she tried to teach me a lesson about my real mom? I, 18 female, live with my dad and my stepmom, 43 female. My mom passed away when I was 10, and it's still a sensitive subject for me. My stepmom came into the picture a couple of years later, and while we're civil, we're definitely not close. She's always had this weird vibe, like she's trying to compete with my mom even though my mom isn't here. She gets snippy when I talk about her or wear anything that belonged to her, like my mom's old necklace. I wear it basically every day. Anyways, a few nights ago, we were out for dinner. My dad, my stepmom, her parents, and me. Her mom asked about the necklace, and I said it was my mom's. She gave it to me before she passed away. I wear it every day. My stepmom immediately cut in with, well, technically, I'm your mom now. I've done more mothering in the last 8 years than she did in 10. What? No, you're not the asshole. Because she could have did a whole lot of shutting the fuck up. That wasn't her part of the goddamn conversation to come in on. No, you're not wrong. Whatever the fuck you said to her, no. I swear, the whole table went silent. I just laughed and said, if you think being a mom is trying to erase the actual one, then yeah, you've been amazing. She looked like she'd been slapped. Metaphorically, she had been. You bitch slapped the shit out of her with your words. She looked like she had been slapped. Her mom gasped, and my dad told me to apologize, but I refused. I said I was tired of her acting like my mom never existed, and I wasn't going to play along anymore. Now my stepmom is barely speaking to me, and my dad says I need to be the bigger person because she's just trying to connect. Imagine telling your 18-year-old they need to be the bigger person to a 43-year-old woman because she's just trying to connect. By erasing my mother, by making jabs at my mom when my mom is not here to defend herself, we will never have a fucking connection. To me, it doesn't feel like connection. It feels like she's trying to erase my mom. Am I the asshole for calling her out in front of everyone? Nah, baby, you're absolutely not the asshole. I would have said a hell of a lot worse. A hell of a lot worse than what you did. But no, babe, you're not the asshole. This woman is not trying to build a bond with you because taking jabs at your mom is not the fucking way to do it. If she really wanted to build a bond, she would actually try to talk to you, ask you to share stories about your mom with her, ask you to tell her things about your mom. Not every single time your mom is mentioned, make a fucking jab about how she's better. No, she's not trying to build a fucking bond with you. This bitch is just that, a fucking bitch. Your dad fucking sucks. Your dad 100% fucking sucks. A few years after his wife passes away, he immediately finds a replacement and is 100% okay with this bitch coming in, trying to push the memory of your mother out. This bitch coming in trying to pretend as if she is your fucking mom. Your dad fucking sucks. He should be stepping to your fucking defense. He should be going to his wife and backing her the fuck up, shutting her down, letting her know those comments will not fly, and it's not okay. Your dad is a fucking failure as a father. No. Baby, you're not wrong. Me, personally, I would ask my dad, if the roles were reversed and you had been the one to pass away and not mom, would you be so okay with her husband coming in and wanting to completely erase the memory of you, have me refer to them as my dad and no one else? Are you okay with that? I would 100% ask him. I would ask him, since you're so fucking fine with my mom's memory being erased, if it was you, would you fight so strongly for it? Someone left a comment here and it's full of great points, and I would be the asshole if I didn't share it with you guys. This person said, your stepmom isn't trying to build a bond. Building a bond would have been getting to know you and creating something unique between the two of you. That would have taken time, work, and a whole lot of understanding, but your stepmother doesn't want to do that. What she is trying to do is take a shortcut. She wants to take the bond you had with your mom, claim it as her own, and pretend that your mom was never there, all while expecting you to transfer all of the feelings you had for your mom to her. She doesn't want to earn your love, respect, and all the rest. She wants to demand it. Honestly, your dad is selfish. He got a replacement wife and seems to think that you got a replacement mom, but it doesn't work that way. Would he like to be deemed as easily as replaceable as he and his wife seem to think your mom is? He cares more about appeasing his wife than he does about defending his own child and showing some respect to the memory of the mother of his child. If he respects your mom's memory, he should be stepping the hell up and making his wife back off and stop trying to replace her. I absolutely agree with what this person is saying because the stepmom is not interested in actually building her own bond with OP. She's interested in taking the bond that OP had with her mom and claiming it as her own. And she's upset that that hasn't worked because on what fucking planet does it make sense to say I'm more of a mom in the 8 years that I've been around than the 10 years that your mom was around? That makes no fucking sense because, bitch, if we go by numbers alone, 8 is not bigger than 10. We just gonna say that. Also, you didn't carry and birth anybody, so what makes you more of a mom than my actual fucking mother? She's not interested in building a bond. She wants to claim the relationship as her own.